Hello children, welcome to the 5th session of the lesson The Rabbit and the Lion. I am Kavya. We have been working on the lesson for a few sessions now. We began by reading the story of the clever rabbit and the lion that did not think before doing something. Do you remember what we did in the last session? In the last session, we worked on the PEP activity to identify common and proper nouns. We also colored them in the thinking organizer. Remember, we colored them on a tree. Then we worked on a look around activity and identified some common objects that our friends may be having. We wrote our friend's name against each of those common objects, right? Okay. Now, going back to the look around activity, it has two questions at the end. Whose pencil is it? Whose water bottle is it? Did you think of answers for them? Look at how I have worked on the activity. Ram, pen. Seema, pencil. Meena, water bottle. Asif, notebook. Shreya, lunchbox. I thought of my friend Ram for pen, Seema for pencil, Meena for water bottle, Asif for notebook and Shreya for lunchbox. For the last two questions in the activity, whose pencil is it? I wrote, it is Seema's pencil. Whose water bottle is it? I wrote, it is Meena's water bottle. Children, you may notice that we usually say this is Seema's pencil because the pencil belongs to Seema. To give you one more example, we may say this is Ramya's lunchbox. Damu is Ramya's friend. Notice the small symbol before the letter S at the end of Ramya's name. This is known as the apostrophe. Ramya's. For example, Ram's book, Rita's dog. We use an apostrophe and S to indicate ownership, to indicate that it belongs to someone. The apostrophe before the S tells us that the book belongs to Ram. Similarly, the dog belongs to Rita. Going back to my look around activity, can I say it is Ram's pen to indicate that the pen belongs to Ram? It is Seema's pencil to indicate that this pencil belongs to Seema. It is Meena's water bottle to indicate that the water bottle belongs to Meena. It is Asif's notebook to indicate that the notebook belongs to Asif. It is Shreya's lunchbox to indicate that the lunchbox belongs to Shreya. Now, can you answer the two questions from your look around activity? It's your turn to work on this. I am sure you can answer the two questions and indicate the names that the pencil and the water bottle belong to from your list of friends. Say out your answers. Okay? So now you know how to show that something belongs to someone, right? Here is another interesting thing about this. Nouns can be used to indicate ownership and possession. We use the apostrophe with both common and proper nouns to indicate ownership. This means that we can indicate ownership with both common and proper nouns. For example, Ram's lunchbox is hot. Can I also say that the cat's eyes are green? While Ram is a proper noun, cat is a common noun. You know that, right? So I can use this for both proper and common nouns. Okay? Now let us work on Look Deep Activity 3.7 to understand how this works in detail. Okay? Let us use both common and proper nouns to indicate ownership of something. Okay, children, let me read out the instructions for you, or you can read it along with me, okay? Underline the words that take an apostrophe in the sentences given below. You may notice that there are 4 sentences and you need to underline the nouns that take the apostrophe in the sentences. I will do the first one for you. Mary's car is in the garage. You will underline the noun that takes the apostrophe, which in this sentence is Mary's. You will need to underline the nouns in the other 3 sentences, okay? Also, you need to notice that the sentences have both common and proper nouns. In the second part of the activity, you will have to write 3 sentences of your own indicating ownership. Isn't that easy? We've already learned them, right? Okay, so it is your turn to work on the activity now. If you have your studio with you, write today's date and begin working. If not, you can do this in your notebook. Don't forget to write today's date and activity number 3.7 to do this activity. You can take 10 minutes to complete the activity. Pause the video now and press play when you're done. Awesome! How is it working on the activity? Was it easy? Let us quickly check if your answers are right. Here you go. Have you underlined Mary's in the first sentence? Dogs in the second? Sunil's in the third? And cats in the fourth? Awesome! Wonderful! I am sure you have used common and proper nouns to write sentences of your own as well. I'll tell you some of the sentences which I wrote, okay? The boy's bag was heavy. Gopal's books got wet in the rain. The girl's cycle appears new. So these were my sentences, okay? Here is another opportunity for you to explore a few examples of the common and proper nouns indicating ownership. Here are some examples of sentences using nouns indicating this ownership, okay? Write an example of your own under each category. Let us read the sentences. I see Raju's pen on the floor. Meena's mother works in a bank. Anita's dog is cute. We sat on the ship's deck. The peacock's feathers are blue. The chair's leg is broken. Pause the video and take 5 minutes to write an example of your own under each of the categories. I hope you know the categories. One is the possessive form of proper nouns and one is the possessive form of common nouns. So you need to write one example of your own under each category. Pause the video and take 5 minutes to do this, okay? Great, I'm sure you would have got it easily, right? And that has been a lot of learning today. You have learned how to indicate ownership with both common and proper nouns. You have also used them in sentences. With that, we have come to the end of this session. We will work on a few practice activities in the next session to understand how to use nouns to indicate possession. Until then, happy learning. Bye.